Hey there, it's Jamie from Conscious Man Attraction. I often hear women saying that they want a masculine man. And I've also read this a lot on social media, in conversations on Facebook and so on. Do you want a masculine man? A man who is strong and confident, is assertive to take the lead and go after what he wants? Well, yeah, why not? I think if I were a woman or if I were gay, I would love to be with a man like that. After all, that powerful masculine energy really appeals to your feminine. Opposites attract, and your feminine is drawn like a magnet to that strong masculine presence. But there's a problem here. I've spoken to a number of women who've told me that they were with a strong masculine man, which they really loved, but it never worked out. It seems that these men always seem to bail out of the relationship. I see this pattern a lot. She's an intelligent, conscious woman. He's a strong, masculine man who is apparently also intelligent and conscious. But he ends up disappearing. And it's usually in some hurtful way, like he doesn't give a proper reason or he turns it around on you, so it seems like you're causing the breakup. Or worse, he just doesn't say anything until several weeks have gone by. So as a man, I'm able to put myself in the perspective of those kind of guys. I can sort of put myself in his shoes and try to understand what's going on there. To me, this is a problem of balance of masculine and feminine. Here's the thing. When a man is too much in his masculine, he's disconnected from his feminine, or at least he doesn't have that side of him very developed. A man like that can be very appealing for a conscious feminine woman. He can seem strong and confident and assertive, and he probably loves your feminine qualities. He loves to protect you, to be a gentleman with you, to take the lead when necessary. And for sure, that's pretty hot and sexy, right? But if he doesn't have a healthy balance within himself of his feminine energy, he will lack the maturity and emotional stability to give you what you need in a relationship. A man who is too much in his masculine is unable to be comfortable with his emotions. And that's not good when you are a deep, sophisticated woman with emotions and needs of your own. As you open up to him and get closer to his heart, he can become overwhelmed by the feelings he's experiencing. He may believe that he loves you, but he'll get scared that he's somehow losing his independence or losing his identity as the man that he's always been. Suddenly he can feel some new and different emotions and it scares him. It was fine up until that moment. He was just happy with you, just being in the present moment and not caring too much about the future. But as soon as the idea of commitment starts coming up, he gets uncomfortable. Maybe part of him does want that, but he's not ready for the emotions. He isn't ready for those kinds of emotions which are deeper and more complex than the exciting passion of a no commitment relationship. He can't handle that intensity of feeling, so his survival mechanism is to withdraw, to disappear, to sabotage the relationship in some way. If that sounds familiar to you, then you need to think carefully about what kind of men you are choosing. It's okay to want a masculine man, but be careful about choosing men who are too much in their masculine, who are not comfortable with their feminine side. An emotionally available man is a man who is ready for a serious commitment with you. He's a man who has the capacity for deeper emotions. He won't let his emotions scare him away. A man like that is in touch with his own divine feminine. He can feel and communicate his emotions. And he has the maturity and responsibility of the divine feminine energy. He's still very masculine. He still has those sexy qualities that you want: strength and confidence and leadership, decisiveness. But he has a healthy balance with his feminine. He has the emotional stability that you should look for in a man if you want a serious, fulfilling relationship. So here are some tips to help you avoid a man who's too much in his masculine. Red flag number 1. A man who is most of the time in his masculine, who is always trying to be tough, who is always acting strong and manly in front of you. Red flag number 2, a man who rarely smiles, who doesn't show much emotion, who doesn't show any softness towards others. He probably shows tenderness towards you because that's a manly thing to do with a feminine woman. But watch how he treats others. Is he being blunt or rude with the waiter or with the taxi driver or with the cashier? Another red flag, emotional avoidance body language. When talking about an emotionally sensitive topic, watch his body language. Does he look away? Does he avoid eye contact? Does he shrug his shoulders in a dismissive way? Does he cross his arms to close himself off? So here then are some tips of what to look for in a man who has that healthy balance of the strength of the divine masculine and the emotional maturity of the divine feminine. Green flag, smiles often. It's a simple way of showing feelings. And it also suggests that he's a cheerful and good-natured kind of person. Green flag, a man who shows gentleness with others, not just with you. As I mentioned in the red flags, a conscious man with that healthy balance will treat everyone with respect and kindness. Another green flag, a man who can express his feelings, not just his opinions. So someone who isn't afraid to cry and can articulate and communicate how he feels. As a conscious woman, you really need to be with a quality conscious man. A man who has that sexy masculine energy, but also has a healthy balance with his own feminine. A man who won't run away to escape the intense emotions when the relationship starts to get serious. We conscious men do exist, and we're not as rare as you might think. If you haven't met such a man, it could just be because you've had a tendency or the pattern to focus on men who are masculine but not in touch with their feminine, men who are emotionally unavailable. The more you get in touch with your own inner truth, your own masculine and feminine within you, the more you will choose healthy patterns of attracting the right kind of man. So there you have it. I hope these tips will help you on your path to love. And I shall be back again soon with more of my insights as a conscious man. Thank you for watching and have a great day.